Our next speaker in this event is Michael Alexander, my Senate confirmation hearing. My Senate confirmation hearing, Michael Alexander. Michael, take it away.
I'd like to thank the members of this select committee for giving me a chance to explain my nomination for head of the Environmental Protection Agency. I know what many of you are thinking. Why would a vacuum cleaner salesman qualify to be head of an environmental protection agency? Is it because he attended reform school with the president? I'm sorry, high school with the president. No, I think if I explain to you how Tabby Cat vacuums came to exist, you'll understand my environmentalist chops. I was a simple vacuum cleaner salesman trying to make a living. And I went to this lovely little home with this little old lady. And I set up my vacuum cleaner, I poured the stuff out on the floor, and I turned the vacuum on. And suddenly, there was a lightning strike. And the vacuum went into hyper mode. And it started to suck in more and more. First, the cat, for whom my company is named, then the rug, and I realized I'm probably not going to make this sale, but I'm not going to give up. And then the TV set. Now, the TV set was showing Shark Week on the Discovery Channel. And since Shark Vacuums was one of our competitors, I figured I can work this into my spiel. Until I got sucked into the vacuum cleaner. And it got stronger and stronger, and slowly this thing started to spin and the vacuum bag burst. And I was taken up into the sky along with the TV set, the rug, and the cat. And my first thought, of course, was, I wonder if our warranty covers this. But I reached into my pocket, grabbed my Dramamine, and said, I've got to get out of this somehow. But we kept swirling faster and faster, around and around. Houses were picked up. Places were broken into. It was a major disaster happening. And then suddenly, we started to approach the industrial section of town. Now, many of you know that in the hometown of Tabby Cat Vacuums, there's a Gerber factory. Now, I've never had anyone explain to me why you would have a single company that both made knives and baby food. It seems like a product liability suit just waiting to happen. But given that I was spinning around, I didn't have time to think about their business model. Although I thought their insurance agent might give me a commission. But I realized what I had to do when the factory suddenly burst open. And I knew not at all what I had to do. And suddenly there were knives swirling all around me, the finest Gerber knives ever made. But there were also bottles which would later be filled with baby food, if anything survived. And I devised a plan. So quickly and deftly, I grabbed one of the knives and took a slice out of the tornado that my vacuum had created. And I took that slice and I put it into one of the baby food jars. And I took another slice and put it in another baby food jar until eventually the tornado got smaller and smaller and smaller. And I had more and more bags, or more and more bottles, I should say, of powerful vacuuming tornadoes. Well, eventually, the tornado died, and I had all of these vacuums, tornadoes, and I realized that if I put them into empty vacuum cases, I would have an environmentally friendly, non-electronic vacuum that I could sell to the world. And furthermore, my business model expanded. Because now, anywhere in the world where a tornado or a hurricane occurs, my people are there with fine, high-quality knives to chop up and bottle the vacuumed tornado, making people safe and providing more product. So you see, my friends, my environmental chops are solid. I have developed a non-electronic vacuum and solved the tornado problem. And that's why you should accept my nomination, Mr. Toastmaster.